Army. I'm in a bar here now, down in the 4th sector.
Okay, welcome guys to the second episode of the 4th Sector. I'm Michael Anthony of Pop Art Ave.
And I'm Ashley Anita. Oh, I'm almost forgot my name there. Ashley Anita from Forged and Neaon. And I have to say a huge thank you to the many, many messages, DMs, comments, tweets that we received for show 1. Honestly, we had no idea it would be as popular as it has been. So thank you so much indeed for that. We were overwhelmed, so thank you so much. Of course, if there's anything you want to see from us, any celebrations, birthday shout-outs, anything you want to say, by all means, email us at the 4th Sector synth at gmail.com, but nothing libelous. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, don't forget, you can send us cameos, send us your music videos, tracks. We'll definitely consider it for future shows.
Absolutely. With that in mind, let's get on with the show.
Shot, Nicole. and simply love her.
So what do we have today, Michael?
Today we'll have a lot of awesome music videos, as always. Some of our top tracks that we personally like, that we personally listen to, as well as an interview with Jnny Cobra.
That's super exciting. You guys will want to stick around for that, believe me.
Yes, definitely. Johnny's one of my favorite musicians since his first album.
Mine too. He's incredible. The guy is just, there's no one else out there like him, and we were delighted to get the exclusive for the show today. So stick around to watch that.
Hey guys, so some of my top new releases today also includes some releases that came out a few months back as well. It's basically stuff that I've been listening to personally. One such is Electronic Ghost Machine. I just got a CD in the mail. This is Organ Grinder, which is a great album, I want to say. I had it on digital prior to getting the CD as well too. So shout out to Electronic Ghost Machine, EGM. My second choice definitely has to be Bunny X, the remix album, which just came out, I believe. Yeah, it's awesome.
So good.
The original album, of course, I liked a lot. I have that CD as well too. But the remixes, a lot of the musicians came together, remixed a lot of the tracks, and it's really cool. Definitely an awesome album as well too.
Including one of my personal favorites, 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘕. Of all people from the 80s, 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘕, awesome. Honestly, Bunny X, we're not worthy.
Phenomenal. It's a shout out to 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘕, Ricky Wild as well too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bunny X, awesome. Turning an awesome track into another awesome remix. Also, Jonny Fallout just re-released his album 𝘧𝘰𝘳𝘃 on Retro Reverb Records, and he just recently signed with them as well too.
Oh, excellent.
I believe he has a bonus track on the re-release too through Retro Reverb.
That's an awesome signing, guys. They are simply a label to watch. They've got so many phenomenal people on their roster, from 𝘭𝘰𝘵 to Vampire has signed to them as well, hasn't he?
Yes, yep. If that's how you pronounce it. He's never told me how to pronounce it, so. Nobody's ever told me either, but you know what? I'm going to go with it. Unless you correct me, it's Vampire. Yep.
But yeah, no, awesome stuff. Incredible stuff. So yeah, no, definitely one to watch for sure. For me, new releases wise, where do I start? There has been such phenomenal releases of late. I mean, honestly, it was so difficult to pick out a three, but one that sticks out by a country mile, because quite simply, it is the best awesome track, album, EP, whatever you want to call it, I have heard in a long time, and that's Carpenter Brut with his new album, Leather Terror. Those of you who are fans of Carpenter Brut would have watched a fantastic video that he had put out there a while back called The Widowmaker, Dylan Sprouse, and I mean, it's just incredible, absolutely incredible. This is Brut's second full-length album. It's an oral feast, laid bare. It is just fantastic. In of itself, actually, the album is actually a mixture of sounds. There's like a lot of cacophony of, let's say, industrial rock, EDM, straight up synth with a twist, metal, and everything in between. So it sort of goes back to the older sort of Carpenter Brut, the purists who loved that sort of sound, but also gives a little injection of the flavor of Carpenter Brut of 2022, and it's incredible. Yeah, definitely go check that out by the Bandcamp link right here. Second one that I'm going to talk about actually it's actually an interesting one because it came out last year. But it was remixed over the past few days. Actually, it was released. Nights, Boom Bang Boom.
Oh yes.
Awesome video last year, but certainly the remix album just takes it one step further. And for those who love a little Italo in their lives, it's fantastic. It just brings a big smile to your face. I'm ashamed to admit it that it passed me by in June 2021 for the most part, but I'm glad I caught up with it this year. They're just the joyous of mixes that have kissed my ears, and I absolutely love them. So the Max Hirsch mix of Boom Bang Boom stood out to me, and I did actually put that on my top tracks list for Forged and Neon there a short while back. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's got some incredible vibes via the Bandcamp link. Lastly, and a big beautiful shout out to Thought Beings. They are an incredible band, and the one track that I wanted to bring to people's attention, which they may or may not know about, is called Trailblazer. Now, the track in of itself, the vocals are astounding, and if you hear the track you'll understand why, because there's shades of Roland Orzabal from Tears for Fears in this particular one that I actually got. As soon as I listened to it, I said that has a distinct 80s sound that I crave to hear. His vocal delivery in this is just astounding, so definitely check this out. Without doubt, Thought Beings for me deliver consistently. I mean, it's a mystery to me why they haven't taken over the world as of yet. I mean, there's more time to come, so fingers crossed for you guys that at least something happens that you'll get there. But honestly, the band themselves are truly awesome. This track is a literal heavyweight. It's different, but in an outstanding way, and it's certainly a masterclass in production for sure. But without further ado, I suppose I'll let you know that we have the track coming up. So this is Thought Beings with our new track, Trailblazer, right here on the 4th Sector. Enjoy.
Casting spells onto the world. I know where we'll go tomorrow, where the end will follow. So stay clear. Hear the feathered serpents are near. Tomorrow, the greener woods you follow.
Okay, welcome back, guys. That was an awesome video from Thought Beings called Trailblazer.
That was incredible, incredible video. What's coming up on Pop Art Ave in the next while, Michael?
Well, basically still doing the monthly new releases on the website, trying to get some more written interviews, let's get to know interviews on the site. I don't want to name too many names right now, but I'll try to get them out weekly.
You're such a tease.
Pretty much just trying to get that in order, as well as the videos we're doing as well. Video interviews, written interviews. The release pages sometimes take a lot of time just to set up properly, you know, the links and everything as well too. And hopefully I'm going to have a new design in my merch shop as well too by the end of this month, possibly. Either the end of this month or possibly middle of May. I should be showcasing a new design for everyone to see.
Excellent. And did you commission anybody to do that, or did you do that yourself?
Yes, Magenta. I asked Magenta.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, we've been communicating a lot. I can't wait to show everyone. Really excited.
So good. And is it going to be like an extensive reband, or is it going to be, you know, I could say sympathetic to what you currently have, or how's that going to work out?
It's just going to be this design right now. I have some others as well too. I'll definitely approach Magenta, see what she says about them. But at this time, it's going to be this one design. Hopefully, you know, on shirts, shirts, posters, things like that.
Yeah, amazing.
Goes.
I mean, I always felt that particular logo you have would look amazing on shorts for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely. So actually, tell me about Forged in Neon. How are things on your end?
Where do I start? I'm almost exhausted. But no, I tell you, I mean, today, this very day, I actually dropped a fab interview with 𝘰𝘰𝘳𝘃. He never normally does a lot of interviews, so it was a real coup to get him.
That's awesome.
So I was really delighted to get a chance to interview the guy. Of course, it's off the back of some exciting news he had with respect to his first ever gig, which granted the chap is in, you know, the synth game for 11 years, give or take, and had a record label with 𝘭𝘪𝘬 of all people. But his first ever gig actually will be on the 17th of September in Badalona, just outside Barcelona in Spain, called 𝘰𝘩𝘵 𝘮𝑒lectrònica. Jordi, I'm sorry if I've mispronounced that. Don't kill me, okay? But it will be alongside the likes of, if I can remember rightly, Marvel 83, The Lost Concord. There are some others actually that I'm not allowed to mention, lest I ruin the surprise. But like, honestly, that particular interview is great. So check that out at www.forgedinneon.com. Where else? I also, coming up next week, have a fabulous interview on the Pulse series with Forged with Starfarer. For those who actually know Starfarer, he does a lot of live Twitch stuff with his Synth and Brews podcast. He also has the Synth Valley Live Fests, which a lot of artists have been on. It's incredible what he does.
Yeah, those are great.
And certainly he has done an interview as well. So I hope to bring that to you next week. I'll also have one with Nights, actually, which I did mention earlier about the track Boom Bang Boom. Really wanted to kind of mind the mind of James Nights. So I actually have him coming out fairly shortly as well. And fingers crossed, also Shades of Thunder. So it's been very busy and Forged in Neon HQ. Towards the end of this month, actually, I'm heading off on my travels again. I'll be actually heading to Bristol to go beneath the crypts to party with the likes of the Phantom Division. Incidentally, they were on my compilation last year. I'll be with LeBrock, Cassetter, actually,
awesome.
Which, if memory serves me correct, this is his first UK gig. So we're all pretty excited he's on the bill.
That's really cool.
And none other than Dan Terminus will also be on the bill. So it's going to be an incredible night down in the crypts. So expect some things from that for the show and for Forged in Neon, I'm sure. I'll see how that is. But yeah, it's all go.
Awesome. Sounds very busy, which is good. Busy is always good.
Yeah, absolutely. Get busy or die trying, or something along those lines.
All right, guys. So we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Okay, now we're talking Thunderblade. One heavily armed attack copter. Evil forces trashing your city. 12 rounds of major air-to-ground destruction. An arcade classic. Allow me. Note my aerial technique. Hey, guys, come on, you'll get your turn.
Thunderblade, just one of 70 games from Sega. And now look for the incredible Fantasy Star. Sega, major fun and games.
Where do they see Fantasy Star?
Sega's Thunderblade, Fantasy Star, and Master System sold separately.
Brace yourself for a journey.
Time to play.
into the darkest, deepest, deadliest nightmare of your life. Hellbound Hellraiser 2, time to play. Rated R. Starts Friday, December 23rd at a theater near you. Check newspapers for listing.
Liftoff will start minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Turn another dial on the radio. Static noise and glow. Looking at the stars, I'm about to blast. The engine starts to flow. One more time through the glass. Feelings of the turning up the dial on the radio. Fading out stars to go. And through the stars of darkest night, fading out soars tonight. Ship is on the move fast as light, fading out soars tonight.
We're go, same time, we're go. Approach cover. Move on good. Rocket 1202, we have you.
Cruising past Mars, take a photograph. The stars are out bright. Interstellar ride's gonna be a gas. Coming back home tonight. Home tonight. Turning up the dial on the radio. Fading out stars to go. He feels alive on a beam of light, burning like a star tonight, like a ball of fire blaze through the sky. Fading out flies tonight, and through the stars of darkest night, fading out soars tonight. Ship is on the move fast as light, fading out soars tonight. Coming back home
We're go.
tonight.
Okay, Cal, walk over to her. Okay, look at Callum. Take your helmet off. Take your helmet off. Look at Cal.
From Pontiac comes the one-of-a-kind 84 Firebird Trans Am. You can order it with aerodynamic ground effects, a high-output 5-liter V8, high-tech turbo wheels, and a close-ratio 5-speed. And knowing you, you probably will. Trans Am, only from Pontiac.
Neon moon, neon moon.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. I know we mentioned earlier in the show about Retro Reverb Records. They had a lot of good signings lately. Want to make a breaking announcement now. I just heard Kal-Elle Jagger has been a new signing to Retro Reverb Records. Congratulations. And we also have an exclusive lyric video for you guys right now. Here it is, Faith, Lost in Space by Kal-Elle.
When you feel you've drifted, giving up in space, dig inside and listen, the inner voice of faith.
robots are a very destructive adversary. Faith in our own military is lost. We must abandon our futile attempts to fight. A soulless new age is imminent.
Don't try to run, it's already begun. Behold the process of upgraded consciousness. Don't try to run, it's already begun. Behold the process of upgraded consciousness. God help us.
I will do my best to make the world a better place.
Welcome back, and well, we're pre-recording this very show, Easter weekend, so here we are at the 4th sector, and who better to interview on a staunchly Catholic weekend than Satan's representative on earth, Mr. Jnny Cobra.
Here's Johnny. Rock and roll. Johnny, relax. Satanic. Rock and roll. Johnny, relax.
Hello, my name is Jnny Cobra. I'm making the music.
Good to have you on, Johnny. It's really, honestly, I mean, as I mentioned to you so many times before, your music is incredible, so we just had to get you on.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
That's our pleasure. You haven't done many of these before, though, have you?
First one.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is the first one. No, it's the...
We have the exclusive. Awesome. Yeah. We like that.
Yeah, there really isn't much exclusivity about having me, but yeah, thank you so much.
Well, we think so.
This.
We see, and I'm sure the viewers will think so too. But sure, we'll quit the self-deprecating for today.
Thank you.
Oh my God, it's my pleasure. No, I just wanted to congratulate you on the 𝘧𝘰𝘃. That's a fantastic piece of work. Honestly, it's inventive and it's chaotic and it's just awesome. Tell us about the album itself. I mean, it has such wonderful titles. I mean, Speedrunning Satanism with Black Metal and German Porn, Merchants of Obscenity, 6,000 tons of Panzer Armored Autonomous Hate. I mean, I feel you're telling us all about your standard Saturday night, but where does the inspiration from all these titles come from?
I don't know. It's just fun stuff. I guess it's kind of like being young, reading Rob Zombie stuff. I just always thought that, I don't know, I just think it's such a good platform to just make ridiculous stuff up. And then I'm also trying to see how far I can push the length of the title so it'll fuck up the Spotify thing, so it'll like go on 2 rows or something. But I still haven't made them that long, so I'll just keep on trying.
I mean, honestly, you couldn't. I mean, especially speedrunning, tweeting that, you'll have reached your character limit anyway. So well done on that. But no, I mean, honestly, it's a fantastic album. I mean, as I said to you earlier, I first heard about you, I think, in 2020. Now, you could have been going before then, but I had gotten really into Forged in Neon, I'd say in May 2020 when I first started, and you're probably one of the first artists I came along to seeing, and I have been into your stuff ever since. I mean,
thank you.
In terms of your musical background, can you tell us a little bit more about that and your lead up into what you're doing now?
Yeah, I did metal music before. I did metal music for 10 years. Like 10 years ago. And then like 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with ADHD and depression and social anxiety. And me and my therapist talked about it probably wasn't a good idea for me to continue playing in front of thousands of people with my metal band when I had fucking social anxiety. So I quit that. And then we were talking about, hey, you need to do stuff that will relax your mind. So I said, the only thing that really relaxes me is drawing and making music. And that's the only 2 things I can do. And since I had just quit my metal band because of all the disease shit, I just started drawing, and then I was drawing for many years on a pixel art computer game that I was doing. And then I was doing that game by myself, so it eventually came to the point where I had to make music for that game too. And I was like, yeah, it needs to be some 80s shit, and it needs to be metal, because that's the only thing I know how to write. So I started searching, okay, is there anything like are there already bands out there doing metal stuff mixed with 80s stuff? And I just found dark synth, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then I just started making music for it, and I just fell in love with making music again, and I was like, yeah, fuck this game. I'm not drawing anymore. I need to make music now because this is so much fun. And then I just started doing music, and it was like, I haven't done it like, I made the disco aggro session, and that was like, I started a few months prior to that. And then that's the only thing.
I mean, in terms of, actually, that leads nicely on to what I was going to ask about the artwork for your albums, because am I right in saying you do all the artwork for your albums as well?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's just because, I would love to pay someone to do it, but I am poor. So, yeah, I have to do it myself.
Yeah.
There's
but
not...
but I think it speaks to your character, though, as well. I think certainly to have that more well-rounded aspect of your character in terms of the music you produce as well as the artwork is fantastic, because sometimes, especially artists in the dark synth, there tends to be a disconnect between the artwork and the music that they create, whereas this sort of merges quite well. So I think it's great, but then
Thank you.
Just me.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Now, I'm just thinking in terms of your creative processes, I have to say, I think I regard you as the sample king. How do you source all of that excellent creepy stuff you put into your tracks?
I just go looking for it. I don't know. I'm really fascinated by, especially like that 60s, 70s sound. That's the way they spoke back then, like extreme UFOs from the, they just had a way of doing it, and it just, to my ears, it sounds amazing. So I just go looking for that stuff.
Yeah, because when I first heard it back in disco aggro sessions, it was like something I haven't heard before, and no other artist was doing it, which is amazing. So I've always wanted to ask you about where you actually got those sorts of samples, because they seem to fit so well. It must take you, in terms of the creation of a track, how long would it actually take you, all things considered?
It depends. Some of the tracks just come together so fast, and others, like, they take months. I'll always have like 4 or 5 songs that I'm working on, and then I'll just like, okay, this shit just isn't working, and then I'll go to the other song, and then I'll probably move some stuff from that song to the other song, or move a sample and stuff. But it really is like with the technology we have now, you can just retune all the samples and like, okay, I'll just move this up into another key, and then it'll fit my stuff. And yeah, so it's really just pushing knobs like a madman.
Is a lot of it like DAW based, or do you actually play, real instruments as well?
No, I can play all the instruments you want, but I do all my stuff on a computer. I don't even have a MIDI keyboard. I just tap it all in on my keyboard. I don't even have a synthesizer.
Yeah,
I have nothing but a PC.
You must have an excellent brain for that sort of stuff. Honestly, the only person that I know that actually has a similar brain to yours is 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘕 from the Prodigy, with all of the samples he actually puts into his stuff. It's amazing. It truly is. In terms of the actual music itself, honestly, there's no doubting the passion that you can actually hear in the tracks that you put out. But in terms of the music that you create, given the musicians that you actually work with, who inspires you? now currently to do the music that you do? I mean, what inspires you?
Everything inspires me. I mean, I listen to all kind of stuff. If it's good music, then I'll listen to it. But I listen to, like, currently I am having kind of a go at like all the stuff that came out in the mid-90s. That's the stuff I really like. I mean, I like all the metal from the mid-90s. I like especially all the big beat, the break beat thing with the Prodigy and the Chemical Brothers and Propellerheads.
Yeah, because I could hear a lot of that in your tracks, which is the reason why I brought it up, because especially the Prodigy, you know, in terms of the mixing and all of that, like, it's incredible.
Yeah, I love that. I love that really gritty, dirty sound. Like, I love all that that super well produced cyberpunk stuff too, but I really like that gritty, like 90s stuff. Where it's really sample based and it's like truly gritty.
Yeah.
And also it's like, that's the only thing I really know how to do. So I'll just, that's what I wanted to do. It's like, this wasn't by accident. It was like, kind of, but
by design. Yeah, sure. I mean, you've collabed with some seriously awesome people like Dark Smoke Signal, Jimmy K, amongst others. How did these collabs come about? I mean, did they contact you? Did you contact them? I mean, is there sort of a mutual inspirational thing going on, or?
No, actually, the first one with Dark Smoke, it was because I used Submit Hub to try and submit a track, and he was like, nah, that ain't gonna cut it. But he was really cool about it, so he wrote back, I almost put you on my playlist and stuff, but it was like this and that. And he was like, but if you ever want to do a collab, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that. So we just did a collab.
Yeah, that was a great track. That was an amazing track. Like, I kept playing it over and over and over again. It's awesome because you can hear both your sounds in that, which is obviously what a great collab should be. Yeah,
I think so too. Yeah, it turned out really well.
So what's next on the Cobra calendar for 2022?
Just music.
Will we see you doing any gigs in the cat mask at any point?
Nah, I'm already sweating like a madman in here, and I'm like, this is not gonna fly. No, I'm never wearing this thing again. So I'll just, I don't feel the need to play in front of people. I just feel the need to make music. So I'll just stay in my bedroom doing music and stuff like that. I don't even know what that is, but yeah.
I mean, honestly, you know, as I said, I mean, it would be great to see you tour and do gigs like that, but equally, it's great to see you pump music out anyway. You know, I mean, I don't think, you know, a lot of people seem to think that once you're a musician, you have to take your craft on the road. Not necessarily the case. If people aren't comfortable out there doing it, you know, they won't. I mean, look at the likes of Trevor Something hasn't gigged and all of these people. I mean, they just don't really care for it, you know. And I mean, I suppose it's not really a rite of passage. I mean, if they want to do it, they will, you know. So
that's how I feel. It's like, I mean, I've played so many shows and I've done all the, hey, look at me, I'm so cool stuff. And I'm just like, I'm kind of old. I'm
over it.
Actually not really that cool. And I'm really not that comfortable in front of people. So I'll just be doing my bedroom stuff.
Yeah, I suppose with social anxiety, you know, as well. I mean, it's really great to be going in front of 1,000 people, just throwing yourself about the stage. I mean, that's not really what you're about. That's
not so cool. That's probably also why I was always drunk. So that's not gonna.
No, not gonna fly.
That's just not gonna fly anymore.
No,
it's just the only thing that really interests me in this is actually making music. I mean, that's what makes me really happy. So it doesn't really make me happy. I mean, I like playing in front of people. It's not that, but all the anxiety building up to the gig is like, nah, I can do without that. Yeah. So
do you prefer what you're doing now to what you used to do, you know, in terms of the metal and all that? Like, do you prefer to do it now that you're on your own? Like, would you be more, you wouldn't call yourself a team player in that sense, would you?
No, I'm not a team player at all. I would definitely prefer this way. I mean, it's so much faster, and you don't have to compromise with anything, because I would always be the one like pushing like, hey, can we do this kind of odd thing here or something? And everybody would be like, let's just do like metal stuff and blah, 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 blah. So I find it really, really like refreshing and cool to just be able to like, yeah, I'll just do this because it's my band. So go fuck yourself. Let's make black metal and synth something. So yeah, I really like that.
You know what? That's so true. I mean, especially for like a musician such as yourself, you want to be your own boss. You know, you want to be able to kind of, work on things at your own pace as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sorry for making all these noises.
That's good. Make all the noises you want. Bar fart noises. We won't have those, but
I will not do that then.
But I tell you, I mean, in terms of your music, I mean, do you see yourself changing your, how could you say, your sound at a later stage, or will you continue doing what you're doing currently in terms of adding samples? Will you make it a bit more? If you get what I'm saying, like, are you going to continue down that route, or are you going to change it up, switch it up a bit?
I totally get what you're saying. It's I must admit, I get very easily bored, like super easy. But right now, it I don't know, it kind of fits. And the new stuff I'm writing for the next album sounds kind of similar. It's like, and I can also feel that I'm not really fully done exploring the whole, hey, I want to be part of the thing. So I think I'll keep at it, like, for at least another album.
Oh, I mean, if it's not broke, don't try and fix it. I mean, it's people seem to receive it very well. I mean, 𝘧𝘰𝘳𝘴𝘄 in itself, actually, how is the reception for that album? Like, has it been good so far?
I don't really know. It's kind of different from what I'm used to. Like when I did metal, we were on a big German label, and they used to like send out to reviewers, and we would get like 100 reviews back, and you could kind of see like, okay, so this was okay. They kind of think this, and they think we should fix this or whatever. And they don't like that. But when you do like this indie self-releasing stuff, you don't really get that much feedback. It's like a few people say, hey, I really like it. And then you could see like, oh, my Spotify play jumps and someone likes it on Bandcamp. But other than that, you don't really know. So yeah.
Is that something you miss though? I mean, would you prefer to perhaps get more reviews in, or do you really care?
No, I don't give a shit.
About them?
No, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I didn't think you would.
No, I don't really. I mean, I get super happy when I hear that someone likes it, but that's not why I'm doing it. So I don't really. Yeah.
I suppose you're doing it for yourself. I mean, if you were doing it to please other people, then you'd never really get anything finished or done, because you'd be consistently trying to second guess yourself all the time. Yeah,
that's totally where I come from. That's totally how I feel.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to wrap this up now, but I'll tell you the last question I have for you is if you have a message for your fans. Obviously, there'll be a lot of fans of yours watching this, no doubt, seeing it's the first ever exclusive interview. So what message do you have for your fans out there?
If I have any fans,
yes, you do. Of course, you do.
I mean, I really want to end it with something super profound, but I don't know. I'm just happy someone likes it. It's just thank you, I guess. That's all.
Oh, well, thank you for coming.
I'm super happy people are enjoying it, and yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on our show, and I believe we have a video, Michael, to play.
Yep. Yeah. Again, Jonny, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
time for a night run. Got my keys in my hand, my girl's riding shotgun. High-mast tower lights light up the freeway. This flight's taking off, hitting that runway. I'm on a night run. I'm on a night run. Glow on the horizon, the palm trees block them. I see the neon lights, I'm gonna get there soon. My engine's heating up, close to the red line. Burn coffee in my cup, make me feel so fine. I'm on a night run. I'm on a night run. My eyes are in a trance. My foot is on the gas. Night run. This night is heating up. I'm never gonna stop. Like starlight, bricks of cash in my trunk, living the high life. My bright red tail lamps, that's all that they see. My problems far away, they'll never catch me. I'm on a night run. I'm on a night run. My eyes are in a trance. My foot is on the gas. Night run. This night is heating up. I'm never gonna stop.
Okay, guys, big thank you to Jnny Cobra for being on the show today. A big fan of his as well, and it's awesome to have met him. Thank you, Johnny. At this time, it's time to wrap up another episode of The Fourth Sector.
Thank you so much. And indeed, again, it's been great to actually have this hosting set with you, Michael. Been a fantastic show, thrilling show, a bumper show. I mean, goodness, it's probably more than the hour that we had set aside for, but we have to thank Johnny. Johnny has been an absolute sport. We loved having him on. Tune in next month where we'll have somebody equally as awesome on our show. If you do want to subscribe to either of our YouTube channels, our links will be provided down below. And of course, also, we will go out on Retro Synth. So big up those guys for actually putting us on their platform too. We love you guys. We love you guys so much. Thank you. But if you do want to follow us on all our socials, you'll find us wherever you'll see Fourth Sector Synth. Just type into any of your browsers, your Facebooks, your whatever, you'll find us. Of course, as mentioned in the top of the show, if you have videos, if you're an artist and want to send cameos, send them off, fourthsectorsynth@gmail.com. We'd be happy to see them all, and you have to be good and you'll get on.
Again, thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Take care. Bye. Bye.